Hi everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to take you to one of my favorite childhood snacks. My mother used to always make these ribbon pakodas when I was small, either for a festive season or just like that as a monsoon snack or snack during any time of the year. These crispy ribbon pakodas are absolutely delicious, made from rice flour and besan combined along with some butter and then made along with this, sancha press or the murukku maker. Absolutely delicious, perfect for any festive season or just as a tea time snack. So without wasting any time, I'm going to guide you through the step-by-step method of how my mom taught me how to make it, and I'm going to show you just that with all the tips and tricks of how you can make these ribbon pakodas right in your kitchen. But before we go away, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on my YouTube channel and also click on the bell icon so you get notified of recipes that I'm going to be publishing week on week that will make cooking easy for you in your kitchen. So let's just dive right in and start cooking these ribbon pakodas. First step to begin making the ribbon pakodas is to ensure that you have your sancha press or the save maker or the murukku maker ready. So this is a brass sancha press, and this is the plate that I'm going to be using to make the ribbon pakodas. It's got nice thin rectangular strips that's going to come out of it when we press them. So I'm going to go ahead and grease my press inside so that it doesn't stick. Just go ahead and grease this with some oil as well as the plate. Grease it with some oil. And then add the plate right inside and press it down at the bottom, okay? And then this is the lid, so grease the lid as well. Now I'm going to keep this to the side. I'm going to take a large mixing bowl and put the ribbon pakoda mixture together. So into my large mixing bowl, I have measured 2 cups of rice flour and 2 cups of besan as well as over here, and I've used this standard measuring cups that you get. So but whatever cup that you use, ensure that it's standard across all your measurements. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my rice flour into my large mixing bowl and the besan. To this I'm going to add in a pinch of turmeric powder, some red chili powder, salt to taste, some hing or the perungayam. We'll mix all the dry ingredients together, and then now that this is combined, I'm just going to go ahead and add in the butter and mix up the butter and rub it against the flour until it forms lightly coarse crumbs. So you know that the amount of butter that is needed is, good, and it's combined well is when you actually hold the flour together, it'll sort of hold together. When you break it, it breaks apart. You don't want too much butter in this. You just want the right amount of butter. Like I've shared with you the exact measurements, just go ahead and use that. So now I'm going to go ahead and add in very little water at a time. Ensure you sort of add water very little at a time. Sometimes, tablespoon at a time works well because rice and besan don't take in too much water, so you need to be aware of that. So just go ahead and add some water, and we'll first combine the small batch first to see how much moisture is needed. And because the ambient temperature of your room, if it's very humid in your region, will also add to the moisture. The heat from your hand will also add the moisture. So just keep adding very little water at a time till we form a nice thick dough. So notice how the dough is coming together so beautifully, and there is still a little bit of dry flour at the top. Resist the temptation to add more water at this stage. Just hold it right there and just keep pressing it to ensure that all of the flour just combines into this main dough mixture, because this is what we do typically, a mistake that we tend to try to add a little bit more water to get that, and then it becomes too soggy. Knead it for about 3 to 4 minutes until it becomes nice and smooth. Now I'm going to go ahead and cover this dough and keep it aside for about 10 minutes, and that's the amount of time it's going to take to preheat our oil. So let's just do that. So I'm going to take my deep frying pan and add in some oil for deep frying. Ensure you heat your oil on medium heat, not on high heat. A good way to test if the oil is heated or not, take a small portion of the dough and add it inside. And the moment you start seeing bubbles coming through, that the oil is perfectly heated, and then this will slowly rise to the top. And this is just the perfect amount of heat, and this is the time when we start making our ribbon pakodas. Now into my sancha press, I'm just going to go ahead and add in a small portion of the dough the ribbon pakoda dough into this and we'll lock it in. And before you start putting it directly into the oil, it's a good idea to test as you roll out to see if there's some portion of the dough that's coming. That's just perfect. Notice that. We're ready, and I'm going to go ahead and start circling it into the dough in small portions, and I'm just going to keep cutting it up. So as and when you start seeing a few pieces, just go ahead and remove them. Go ahead and fry these on medium heat until it becomes lightly golden brown and crisp. Resist the temptation to go on high. Gently just keep moving it around in the pan halfway between, just to ensure that all the ribbon pakodas are deeply immersed in oil and they're getting evenly fried. So it's been about a few minutes and it's been beautifully frying, and as it's frying you'll notice that it's become crisp and it's getting nice golden brown. At this stage, go ahead and remove the pakodas from the oil. It's be nice and crisp, and it'll get crisper when it cools down as well. Beautiful, crunchy, and it's so nice and crispy. Just love these ribbon pakodas. Just takes me back to my childhood. Perfect. Just the perfect amount of crunch and that brittleness and the softness from the butter. Yummy. So I hope you enjoyed watching this recipe of how to make these really simple ribbon pakodas. All you need is besan, rice flour, butter, some chili, turmeric, salt, and that's it. It's so delicious. You must try it. When you do, don't forget to share your feedback in the comments below, because I will always be looking to hear back from you. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family as well. Hit on the like button. Go ahead and give this recipe a try. I would love to see you make this in your kitchen. So until then, until next time, happy cooking and healthy eating.